creation of Lagos State on 27th May 1967 through Decree Number 14, promulgated by the then federal military government, Lagos has not only been at the forefront of progressive governance, it continues to record positive landmark achievements, bringing about massive development and infrastructural renewal to the people of the state. In this drive, the public service of the state is a crucial factor in reaching the milestones achieved by successive administrations. The role of public service involves policy initiation, formulation and execution, translating decisions on paper to concrete and physical projects. As agents of service delivery, therefore, public servants in the state play no mean role in pushing the frontiers of development in Lagos State to greater heights. In spite of its huge responsibilities, the public service is often viewed as the bastion of bureaucracy and red tapeism, hindering rather than promoting speedy delivery of government policies and programs to the people. This opinion has given birth to various reforms meant to review the operation to make it more responsive to the yearnings and aspirations of the people. It is in further pursuit of excellence in service delivery that Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration established the Office of Transformation to strategically promote good governance and efficient service delivery to the people. The Office of Transformation OOT was created under the Governor's Office via Circular Number 150 of November 4, 2009. It arose from erstwhile Project Implementation and Monitoring Unit (PIMU) and the former Management Services and Reforms Office (MSRO) of the Ministry of Establishments, Training and Pensions. Under the new office, PMIU, now upgraded to the Project Monitoring and Evaluation Directorate (PMED), is expected to change its monitoring methodology from a reactive to a proactive approach, whereby monitoring activities are undertaken from the start of the project and throughout the project life cycle. MSRD, on the other hand, will not only address internal consultancy matters but also anchor the implementation of the wider transformation agenda of the state. The Office of Transformation is envisioned to be a reliable and effective dashboard for synchronizing and actualizing the development agenda of the state government. It is designed to facilitate and serve as a catalyst for change management and institutional reforms in Lagos State public service. For the administration of Babatunde Raji Fashola, good governance is not a matter of luxury but priority. Thus, the commitment of this administration cannot be overemphasized as it marches on towards the attainment of the status of Africa's model mega city. It is to this end that the Lagos State is spearheading new initiatives to improve the quality of service delivery in the public sector. On July 3, 2012, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola launched the first phase of the Lagos State Service Charter for ministries, departments and agencies in the state public service. This initiative is a bold step to demystify the various processes involved in accessing service windows offered by government agencies.
Why can't we compete with the quality of service in the private sector? Why are public schools not better than private schools? Why are public hospitals not better than private hospitals? Why are our offices not better than offices in the banks? Why is it difficult to get our message out? Why do private companies, when they want to launch a brand, take front page, and when we have a message to send, we bury it inside the newspapers? Do they have more resources than us, or do they have greater commitment than we have? And of course, that was where we started from. And I asked myself, why should somebody come here in the pursuit of service and there's nobody at the front desk to say, how are you, sir? How are you, ma'am? How can I help you? For me, it is a momentous privilege, and it should be for you, to be able to make the water that we drink, to be able to build the roads that I will drive on, to be able to build the cemetery where I will be buried, or to build a hospital that will look after me in my old age. 18 million people would have had that opportunity. It was only a few 100,000 of us. We consulted with those who had done it before. We engaged private organization, PricewaterhouseCoopers. We delivered a project called Project Win, and those of you who have been through will be familiar with it. We arranged our institutions and created everything together into an office called the Office of Transformation. Yes, there has been some afflictions with the word transformation, but this is a process that is 3 years old. We have planned cautiously, we have reviewed meticulously, and this is one transformation exercise that will succeed. To quickly nip problems in the bud, to see how well our plan is working in the first quarter, to adjust in the second quarter, to see where revenues are failing in one quarter, to give help and channel resources to that department, to see where implementation is failing. And this is the reason why we are the only state today that has recorded no less than 70% budget performance in the whole country. And from now on, we have signed therefore the public service delivery in Lagos State, which will be defined by a total commitment to excellent service. It is therefore my honor and pleasure to formally inaugurate this service charter, which contains our objectives and our goals. It contains our help desks and help numbers, and who to lodge your complaints to. And of course, in doing so, I want to thank our development partners, David, Spark, and the entire public service who have brought us this far. May I therefore commend this charter to all of you who sign up to it today, that from this moment, it must be service delivery par excellence.
This initiative is unique in the sense that it is operated within a framework of series of service pledges made by ministries, departments, and agencies to their customers, stating clearly the service delivery level they should expect from them as a matter of right. It is essentially targeted at the perceived inadequate service delivery of the public service. Therefore, transformation initiatives such as this should be embraced and fully supported, particularly as it relates to improving service delivery for the benefit of the citizens of our great state.
Service Charter is a public document that informs the citizens on the functions of MDAs of the state government. It outlines citizens' rights and responsibilities, as well as relevant communication avenues between the government and the people. The Service Charter is designed to empower the people of Lagos to ask questions on issues and policies that affect their general well-being.
The main objectives for creating Office of Transformation is to, the government felt that there was a need to have an office that would actually fast track civil service reforms. That is the way the civil service functions in terms of its policies, procedures, processes, so that we can gradually migrate from some of the weaknesses that we have in the system to becoming, a public sector organizations that meets international best practice. That's one of the fundamental objectives. The other objective, of course, is that Office of Transformation is expected to actually work alongside all the MDAs within government to assist them in actually actualizing their transformation blueprint as identified in the Strategic Management Framework. The Strategic Management Framework is a blueprint that Lagos State has put together for its transformation activities. It's supposed to guide transformation in Lagos State for the next 10 years. So our role is to actually work alongside, well, part of our role is to work alongside MDAs to ensure that we can assist them, provide technical assistance to ensure that they achieve their transformation blueprint.
The Lagos Service Charter is structured to facilitate and serve as a catalyst for change management and institutional reforms in the state public service, engender collaborative partnership with local and international agencies, and describes the experience to be enjoyed by customers in seeking information on government services. Following its launch, mandate was given to 14 MDAs to implement this idea under a pilot phase. These MDAs include the Lagos State Civil Service Commission, the Ministry of Economic Planning and Budget, Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Health, Lagos House of Assembly, Lands Bureau, Lagos State Waste Management Authority LOMA, and Office of the Auditor General. Others are the Civil Service Pensions Office, Public Service Office, the PSO, Public Service Staff Development Center, the PSSDC, Motor Vehicle Administration Agency, the MVAA, and the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development. Also, the permanent secretaries were designated as the Service Charter Champion.
It's a very interesting assignment. It's also a very important one in that it's an enhancing thing. It puts you on the spot, but it also enhances you in that the things that the service charter requires you to do are the things that you're supposed to be doing anyway. It keeps it on the front burner for you all of the time, that you need to perform optimally in order to drive a system that is performing optimally. And the service charter commits you to performing optimally, at least from the customer experience angle. So it removes all the possible excuses that anyone could have for falling short of required standards, because those standards are not internal now. They are set, they are shared with the public, they are documented in written, they are put in written form that is verifiable, and it also means that one is accountable for them, and by implication the system that we represent is accountable for all the details that we've put down.
The introduction of the service charter has made it possible for the public to know about different services rendered by different MDAs, that is ministries, departments and agencies of government. So when the public need specific services from the state government, they know where to go and where to locate such services. With that, people have been able to find it easy to transact businesses with government, that whenever you need a specific information, you know where to go, instead of just moving around and finding it difficult to locate what you actually need from government. It has made starting business or doing business in Lagos State easier, because you know the location, you know the functions, and you know who to meet for specific requests that you need from government. it has provided a conducive environment for the public to transact business in Lagos State.
I must admit that we civil servants, we have surprised ourselves in the Ministry of Health. It has been very positive. When you enter our ministry now, you can see that the attitudes are changing. They're more conscious of the fact that we are here to serve people and they must leave here satisfied. People don't just wander along our corridors anymore, shouting at the top of their voices. They greet people politely when they come in. If you ask for directions, they will answer you. And there's been a lot of improvement, I must say. Well, we know that civil service, there's quite a bit of bureaucracy. But the fact is that even with little money, you can still achieve a lot. So the short-term plans are what I would call quick wins, things that you can do, that's not going to take time and it's not going to cost that much money, and you will still see an impact. So those are what we've grouped under short-term. And the long-term are things that are more capital-intensive, that will require, huge budgetary commission and so on.
Before the introduction of the service charter and a one-stop public inquiry system, there have been complaints from our stakeholders, the public, especially this ministry. It's a central agency. We deal with other ministries, especially in respect of their budget and what have you. So there have been complaints that people are not well taken care of in terms of response to their needs. So with this reform, because it's a reform going on in the service, is something that is known in the public sector before. We are just introducing it. We are trying to use the private initiative in the public sector. So it has really brought about professionalism, the way we attend to our clients, and they really love it, as in there is prompt response to their needs. And even in the ministry, since we started, we've been able to monitor the people coming in and out of the ministry, and there has been a reduction in human traffic. There has been a lot of positive impact of the program.
The basic elements of the charter includes the description of the service provided by each MDA, service pledges, which describes the general quality of service delivery customers should expect, focus on openness, fairness, courtesy, and professionalism.
We are also exploring the possibility of actually moving Lagos State from the current practice of personnel management to human resources management. Personnel management is limited number of areas, and HR basically provides a wider coverage in terms of how you manage your human resources in an organization. You basically look at a person as an investment, and if a person is an investment, you want adequate return. In order for you to get adequate return, those individuals have to be trained properly, have to be nurtured, you have to build their professional capacity so that the skills that those individuals end up acquiring over time would actually will be able to actually help the organization achieve its main objectives. So we're in the process of, we've actually started a pilot exercise on that, and as things evolve, eventually we hope that it's something that will be introduced across the service.
As a responsive government that cares for its public, there is now Saturday service in some pilot ministries, departments and agencies. The ministries and departments involved are the Ministry of Transportation to deal with issues of driver's training, driver's license and traffic enforcement. The Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development to deal with complaints and queries about building permits and related matters. And of course, the Lands Bureau to deal with issues relating to land acquisition. Alongside the Lagos Service Charter is the One-Stop Public Inquiry Services, OSPES. OSPES ensures all visitors are received in a professional manner that meets international best practices. As an administration that prioritizes the delivery of top-quality projects that will outlive it, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration has in the public servants in the state a reliable and dependable workforce that will ensure the realization of its projects executed to specific standards. Information seekers about government services can now heave a sigh of relief, as the one-stop public inquiry service will serve as the link the public service needs to further enhance efficiency and effectiveness in the interest of the public. Since the present administration began the implementation of its policies and programs, there has been no looking back for public servants. Lagos State Public Service, which is composed of highly distinguished, experienced and world-class personnel, is being recharged to continuously promote the spirit of excellence in service delivery.
To rate the assessment, the new look that the Service Commission I just put in place now, I think is far better than before. Because I could remember when I was in university, I came here, I was writing a project, I had to go to Ministry of Finance. Then it wasn't really the reception, you have to go through a lot of stress, then, you know, asking for, ask you to wait, you can wait for so long. If you are not too patient, you have to leave. But now, you see, what they put in place now, there are a lot of people that really, I would say, they have more knowledge of, they know what to do. A lot of training, I know they must have done a lot of training, and they've been checked now. It's not just, you can't just come and, I think you can't just come now and do whatever you like and just leave. But now, they have the checking system in place whereby if you are on duty, someone is at the other side to check what you are doing. And that one is really pushing them to do the right thing. But now the reception and the is very better now. It's very good. And when you come to the reception, you don't need to waste time asking of who are they only need to ask you who you are really looking for. And before you know it, you have to fill the necessary form to get the person on time. You don't need to waste time anymore.
With the level of commitment being devoted to this reform, Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola's administration is bound to push its enviable reputation acquired in delivering people-oriented programs to Lagosians. The reformed public service would impact on several developmental sectors such as roads, health, agriculture, education, housing, judiciary, transportation, skill acquisition, and waste management, which will improve the lives of the citizens. For Governor Babatunde Raji Fashola, working through commitments is the order of the day. With conducive working environment for the public servants, the service is better positioned to provide effective service delivery. The Service Charter, OSCES, as well as other numerous policies and programs of the administration would no doubt impact positively on the lives of the citizens.